Welcome in to another stitch tutorial. Today is the Tunisian full stitch, otherwise known as the Gobelin stitch. Nice stretchy stitch and pretty easy really. It's just a 2-row repeat and can be worked with any amount of stitches. So that being said, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 for my chain. Now I will say with the full stitch, if you're planning on making something with a border or you're planning to block whatever it is with this stitch, go for it. If you're not intending to block, if you're not intending to border, steer clear. This stitch, just like any Tunisian, does curl, but a little bit more than most. Yes, it helps to be 1 hook size up, but the curl is pretty bad. So just forewarning. Okay, so I've done my foundation chain. So I'm now going to bring this forward and I'm going to go into the back bumps. As always, make sure you count. So I started with 12. I need to have 12 when I get to the end. And my yarn's split on me. That's not very helpful, is it? So I'm going into the back bumps, making sure you keep the loops on your hook. This is Tunisian, not standard crochet. Oops. So let's count. I think I know where I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Jolly good. And into my last bump. Like so. And of course, to finish off any row in Tunisian, you need to do the Passover row. It's not a religious holiday. It's a style. So we're yarning over, pulling through 1. And then yarning over and pulling through 2 at a time, all the way back to the beginning, where we will start our 2-row repeat. This does make a lovely stretchy fabric. Be great for a cushion. And we've done. Okay. So you've got your foundation row. With your odd numbered rows, you always start on the first stitch. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Hang on. So in this style of Tunisian, the way I've kind of gotten to grips with it is you look at the posts as posts of a gateway. So you've got post, post, top of the gate. We want to go through the gate. So we're not going over the top. We're not going around a post. We are literally going right the way through. Okay. So row 1. There are the 2 first posts and we're going to go right between them, yarn over, pull up a loop and keep that loop on your hook. There are the second 2. We're going through the gap, through the gate, yarning over, pulling through. The next, and literally keep going for as long as you have stitches until near the end, and then you can wait a moment while I catch you up. So I'm just going to show you here. I know I'm short, but I'm going to show you what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need another 2. That's good. So I'm going into my last gateway there, but there is one more gateway on the end. On the odd rows, you go into the first gateway. You don't go through the last. Instead, as you would any other Tunisian, you catch the corner, the very, very edge stitch, go into both loops and pull up a loop. You do not go through the gateway. Okay, I'll show you again in a moment. So let's do the Passover row where we yarn over, pull through 1, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, yarning over each time until we've only got 1 left on the hook, and then we will be on an even row. So row 2 then, and any even rows, you do not go into the first gateway, which would be there, because we've already gone into it, and if we're going to stagger things, we don't want it all lined up. So you see directly under that stitch just there is going through the gate. So we leave that one and we start in the second gateway. Exactly the same as before. Yarn over, pull through, keep it on your hook. Next gateway, through, yarn over, pull through, and try not to, and yes, it's easily done. If you hold your work like that, it looks like there's a gap just there between the post. Ignore that. You want to go in the big gap, the big gate. Yarn over, pull through all the way until near the end, and then there's the second row ever so slight difference, which I will show you in a minute. Okay, I'm going to do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So because we missed the first over here on this row, we need to go into the last because we need to make up that number. So there's the post and there's the post. We want to go through the gate, pull it through, and then as normal on the edge stitch, go through the actual edge stitch, yarn over, pull through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfecto. Passover row, yarn over, bring through 1, yarn over, bring through 2, bring through 2, all the way back to the beginning, and I will show you both one more time. So we're back on an odd row again. Odd rows, we begin in the very first gateway. So here you will see, because we didn't go into it last time, there's 2 stitches that kind of go through. It's making the posts. So we know it's definitely the first stitch we're going into. So in we go, right the way through the gap, yarn over and pull through. And do that until the end. So you're just going in, yarning over, pulling through, keep that loop on your hook. Avoid the posts, avoid the top of the gate, just go through the gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going into the second but last gate for my 11th. I want to miss this gate over here that's ever so slightly on the wonky, slightly held together, and instead I go through the edge stitch. So there's the edge stitch, just there. It's a little bit tight, but yarn over and whoops, yarn over and pull through. There we go. Okay, so yarn over, pull through 1, pull through 2, 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 and 2, all the way back to the beginning until you only have 1 loop left on your hook. And we're back to an even row. So with the even row, we're not going into the first because we have 1 stitch going through the gate already. So we ignore that and we go into the second. And go all the way along. Through the gap, not over the top, not through any posts, not around any posts, just go through the big gap. Yarn over, bring up that loop and keep the loop on your hook. And I'll show you the count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's the last gate. I'm going through the gate, yarning over, pulling through. And then I need to do the edge stitch. Yarn over, pull through. So I now have my 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Yarn over, pull through 1. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. And keep going until the end of the Passover row. And then that is your row 2 complete. And that is it. That's all you need to do. Apart from keep the loops on your hook, unlike what I just did. But there you have it. So it's a nice, stretchy, interlocking, I guess, structure. But that is the Gobelin stitch, or, if you like, the full stitch. Put a hanky marker in. Of course, they can be found on my Etsy store. They are there as a permanent and they are linked down below. The shop is linked down below. And there we have it. Tunisian full stitch. Have you given it a go? Will you give it a go? If you do, and you haven't done before, show me. And hopefully, if you're subscribed and you've got your notifications on, maybe I'll see you next Tuesday for another stitch tutorial. Take care. Bye-bye.